First score this evening is from Glenavon. It's number 20, Conor McCluskey.
All the way, all the way.
Gary, 3 points in the bag, 10 points out of 12. You sure you're happy man tonight?
Yeah, I'm delighted with the result. It's always a difficult place for us over the years. I haven't ever had an easy match down at the Swifts, and they've always put it up to us. And near the end of the game tonight, they did that as well. I thought first half we totally dominated. And went in 2 goals to good, but I also thought we had a goal that was disallowed that I would like to see again as well, because Connor's adamant that it hit him on the chest, so we could have been going in 3-0, which would have maybe put a different outlook in the game in the second half. But you know, even the second half I thought we come out, started really brightly, created a couple of good chances. Roy Carroll's made a great save with his feet from Peter, and we've had another chance at that as well, and you know, we're hoping to get the third one, but we didn't, and we always know it's 2-0's a dangerous scoreline. We know that. It's the same across all levels of football, because the next goal is important, and you know, we didn't manage to get that next goal, and as I say, Dungannon got it, and right at the death we were actually hanging on. It was a great free kick into the box by the young lad, and you know, they near scored to make it 2 each. You know, I'm just delighted that for our sakes it didn't go in, but you know, I think if you look at the game back and any neutral watching the match, I think over the 90 minutes I think we deserved to win the game of football.
Yeah, I have to say, first half in particular were very good. Conor McCluskey stood out for me. I mean, he's been one of the standout players so far this season in my view. I mean, what do you think?
Yeah, he's been excellent, you know, and I think we challenged him and Peter last Saturday before the Carrick game. You know, I said the ability that they have, they're not getting enough goals and assists, and you know, they both got a goal and assist on Saturday against Carrick, and tonight they both got assists, and Conor got another goal, and probably deserved to get the other one as well, which you know has been a great return from him. But he's been exceptional for us this year, and you know, I've always said Conor McCluskey has ability, a lot of ability in abundance, and you know, just sometimes at times it's maybe been his work rate or whatever over the years, and he hasn't ever become a proper regular, but this year he's become a regular, and that's all down to Conor, and you know, I have to pay him compliments for that, because his attitude's been first class. He's working hard, he's bringing it on the pitch, he's contributing every week now, and the same with Peter on the other side. I think the midfield 4 this season has been excellent, whether it's been Ribs or Mick or Snod's in there with him. I think the midfield 4 worked really, really well this year and been a big part of our team, and tonight it was no different. I thought right up until probably the last 15-20 minutes, which I think come down to the game against Carrick on Saturday, because we went down to 10 men, probably played 25-30 minutes with 10 men on Saturday, which in difficult conditions made it difficult, and the recovery rate, trying to get yourself back into good shape for the play this match tonight. He didn't have a long turnaround, but thankfully we come away with the result, and I think you know, that game on Saturday and playing with 10 men for a period on Saturday and them conditions has maybe proved to be the case when it comes to the last 15 minutes, where we did look a wee bit tired and a wee bit jaded, and you know, Dungannon come into the game, and again they maybe would have snuck an equaliser.
You also weren't helped towards the end whenever Singy was sent off. To me it looked as if 2 yellow cards would have done in that instant for both players.
Yeah, well, I've just had a word with Evan Boyce, and I know Dixie has as well, and listen, we know in these days it's difficult enough with the amount of games we're playing and the injuries that we're getting, you know, without losing 2 players to suspension, and clearly what was a mistake. Listen, Evan's a good referee, an honest man, and you know, we had an incident earlier on the season, and to be fair to him, he phoned me up and apologised to me on the Monday, and you know, it's something I haven't forgot about, because I respect people like that. We all make mistakes, and you have to hold your hands up when you do, and he did that earlier on the season, and something that I'll never forget in my time as a manager anyway. And as I said, we had a word with him tonight, and weren't bawling and shouting at him, but I've spoke to him tonight again, and I've said, listen, you know, the 2 boys, the rules is that you have to strike somebody above the shoulders, or headbutt somebody, and that didn't happen. You know, that definitely didn't happen. We've watched it back, and it's certainly at no stage did that happen. So for me, yes, it's handbags, and yes, they shouldn't get involved, and it's a yellow card for both of them. and hopefully now Evan will go away, have a look at it in the BBC footage, and maybe if he wants to look at ours or whatever, and maybe rescind the 2 red cards and put them down to yellows, because he's well within his rights to do that whenever he makes a mistake. So hopefully he can do that. And you know, it doesn't help us as managers whenever you're losing a player for 3 games that should never have been sent off, and what's just been clearly a mistake. And listen, he's human, he makes mistakes, but if he goes away and makes it right and corrects it, then fair play to him, and at least the 2 boys can do what they want to do, and that's play football.
A good win tonight, 10 points out of 12, as I said at the start now. In the last 4 games, you can win to Saturday's game against Crusaders, and a bit of momentum as well. What's the thoughts going into that?
Yeah, it's another tough game. You know, the games are coming thick and fast, obviously. And Crusaders is always a difficult game for us as well. You know, they're top side, they've had a bit of form too, they're back in the mix again, and as I said, we go down there on Saturday, it'll be a tough game, it'll be a difficult game, but you know, the boys have to also take confidence themselves. If they've now got 10 points out of the last 12 and beaten them 4, you know, so they have to take that in the game on Saturday and give it their all and see where it takes us. But you know, if they keep playing the way they're playing, then they stand a chance of getting results in most matches.